Hi guys! Welcome back to English class. Teacher Adam here at your service. In our discussion of the different types of verb tenses, we are already done with two: simple tenses and progressive tenses. It's now time for us to move to the next type. But before that, cue in intro first. As we start, here are three sentences I'd like you to copy on your notebook. Identify if these sentences are grammatically and logically correct. If you believe they are, write a check mark before the sentence. Otherwise, write a cross mark. Savior has written a poem for his mom last week. They had visited their friend in the hospital. We will have hidden the gifts before the kids wake up. Please do not continue watching without you finishing this activity, for answers will be revealed to you one by one in this video. Anyway, we are now up to learning a new type of verb tense. Our topic for today is none other than the perfect tenses of the verb. The perfect tenses of the verb are used to show variations in time. These variations include ongoing events, a sequence of events, or events that have a continued effect on a situation. There are three types of perfect tenses: present perfect, past perfect, and future perfect. Let's discuss them one by one. Present perfect tense is used in two cases. First, if the action has recently finished, and second, if you are sure that the action is about to finish. It follows the format has for a singular subject or have for a plural subject plus verb in past participle form. For example, Zion has lost his money. They have missed the game. In the first sentence, Zion is a singular subject, so the helping verb has is used and is partnered with the verb lost, which is in participle form. In the second sentence, the subject is they, which is plural, so the helping verb have is used and is partnered with the verb missed, which is in participle form. Reminder: in expressing verbs in present perfect tense, you may add and use the following expressions: recently, since, just, never or not, and already. Sander has run a race recently. Sander has been sick since Saturday. Sander has just seen the movie. Sander and his father have never seen each other. Sander has already passed his online tests. Going back to our activity at the start of this video, we have the first sentence in present perfect tense. Savior has written a poem for his mom last week. This sentence is wrong. The time expression last week indicates that the action did not happen recently, so we cannot use present perfect tense for the verb. Instead, we should say, Savior wrote a poem for his mom last week. Next, we have past perfect tense. It is used when an action finished before another action happened. You heard it right. There must be at least two verbs in a sentence. One happened before another. It follows the format had plus verb in past participle form plus another verb in simple past form. For example, Sina had lost her money before she came to school. My mom had prepared dinner before I got home. In the first sentence, there are two verbs, had lost and came. The first action that happened is lost, so had is partnered with it. It is in past perfect tense, while the other one, came, which is the last action that is completed, is in simple past form. In the second sentence, there are two verbs, had prepared and got. The first action that happened is prepared, so had is partnered with it. It is in past perfect tense, while the other one, got, which is the last action that is completed, is in simple past form. Going back to our activity at the start of this video, we have the second sentence in past perfect tense. They had visited their friend in the hospital. This sentence is wrong again. Past perfect tense requires two actions, but obviously, in this sentence, there is only one. So instead, we should say, they had visited their friend in the hospital before they went to a mall. Last, we have future perfect tense. It is used if we have an action that will be done in the future before another action takes place. Just like in past perfect tense, there should be at least two verbs in a sentence. One is expected to happen before another takes place. It follows the format will or shall plus have plus a verb in past participle form plus second verb in simple present form. For example, Jimena shall have finished her test before the bell rings. I will have bought potatoes by the time my mom gets home. In the first sentence, there are two verbs, shall have finished and rings. The first action that is expected to happen is finished, so shall and have are partnered with it. It is in future perfect tense, while the other one, rings, which is the action that is expected to be completed next, is in simple present form. In the second sentence, there are two verbs again, will have bought and gets. The first action that is expected to happen is bought, so will and have are partnered with it. It is in future perfect tense, while the other one, gets, which is the action that is expected to be completed next, is in simple present form. Going back to our activity, at the start of this video, we have the third sentence in future perfect tense. We will have hidden the gifts before the kids wake up. This sentence is correct. It has two actions. One is expected to happen before the other. It's time for you to do homework number 13 and apply what you learned from today's discussion. Copy the following sentences on your notebook. Complete each by supplying the needed verb or verbs in correct perfect tense form. Make sure that your sentences make sense. Once finished, take a picture of your work and send it to me through Schoology. For questions and clarifications, you may send me a message or raise them during our live class. Before this discussion ends, let me share with you another Bible verse that is related to our lesson. Psalm 102:27. But you remain the same, and your years will never end. Since our lesson is about a type of tense of the verb, which shows us how verbs are affected by time, our verse for today gives us a contradicting idea. It reminds us that our God never changes, no matter how many years fade like leaves that wither from a tree. The Lord is never changed by our actions or decisions. His love, mercy, and grace are constant that we experience them until today. Let us aim to maintain the same kind of love that we have for the Lord and offer our lives until our last breath. May it be our decision now, tomorrow, and forever. Blessed be the name of the Lord. That's the end of today's discussion. Thank you for watching this video. For questions and clarifications, you may take note of them for the meantime, and let's discuss them in our live class or book a consultation schedule with me. I really hope that you had fun learning English today. See you on my next video. Stay safe and God bless.